Welcome back to Get Up, presented by Wendy's. Kevin Durant is sitting out this season as he recovers from a ruptured Achilles suffered in the NBA Finals. Even so, his business partner Rich Kleiman, said Durant isn't ruling out representing the United States at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Said Tokyo is definitely a possibility. Kleiman said he allowed his name to be in the group of finalists, but there are other benchmarks in front of him that are more important before he makes those decisions. So to that, Stephen A. said this.
I'm getting sick and tired of these guys in this respect. You can do what you want to do. You know why you can do what you want to do? Because you're getting so much money. That's why. Well, who's paying you? Who's cutting those checks? It ain't the Olympics. It ain't USA basketball. No. I need you on the court playing for the people that's paying you. So guess what? Oh, now you come back and the first time folks see you is for Olympic basketball. How many damn gold medals do y'all need? I want to hear that. I want KD on the NBA court first. Period. I want to hear nothing about no USA basketball. No disrespect, Jerry Colangelo. No disrespect. Wow. But I want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
So I turn to KD's buddy here. What? Which side of that are you on, Bert?
I'm just saying, just because Stephen A. Smith started yelling, he's
that
not
don't make
right.
it right.
Oh, guess what?
It's not
but
like,
guess what? He's exactly right.
No, he's not.
Stephen A. Smith is exactly
No, he's not.
right.
No, he's not.
Tell me why he's
No,
right.
he's not.
Where did Marcus Cousins get hurt?
Where did he get hurt?
Yes.
He got hurt in an NBA game.
Then he got hurt playing pickup when he tore his Achilles.
Oh, yeah.
Pickup.
Yeah.
You know why who he was playing against? The managers of the team. So let me tell you something. As a basketball guy, I am less inclined to get hurt when I play with guys who understand how to play at a high level. So what better way to get Kevin Durant ready for the NBA season, to have him be load managed with USA basketball, with the best trainers in the game, and with the best players in the world. He will be less inclined to get hurt playing against the best than he would against, he's going to play pickup regardless. He's playing pickup now, okay? He's going to play pickup with the Nets trainers and staff. I'd rather him play with the best players in the world. If Perk shoots a jump shot, if I'm an NBA player, I'm not going to try to block your shot. I'm going to understand, I'll give you distance for you to land. I'm not going to injure yourself. If I'm a guy who doesn't know what the hell he's doing, I'm going to try to do everything. Stephen A. is not right.
Yes,
you know what's crazy? He was yelling like he was speaking the gospel or something. Like everything come out of his mouth, not the gospel. Kevin Durant needs basketball like I need food. I gotta have it. And that's what he is. He is going crazy right now, and I love it. Let that man play in the Olympics. And to Stephen A. Smith part, like far as with the money side of it, when you're a real hooper and you love the game of basketball, the money don't even matter. When you got love for the game of basketball, you just want to hoop. And like you said, Jay Will, he's going to hoop regardless. You go catch him at a wellness center. You go catch him at a rec league. You go catch him at the park. KD is going to play basketball regardless. This is the first time that I agree with Rich on anything. Let that man play.
Well, and to you guys' point, I mean, you got to think that Rich and KD and all of his guys in his camp are going to make sure that he has the very best.
And Laura, listen, and you know this. You can train all you want. The only way to get ready to play basketball is to do what, Jay Will? Play basketball. That's the only way. The cone drills, the one-on-one drills is out the window.
To play basketball under the careful, watchful eye of the trained medical professionals of the team with which you signed a contract that made a willing decision to pay you all, and I love Kevin Durant, that made a willing decision to pay you all of this money knowing that there was going to be one season in which you did not play at all. I don't care what anybody says. Going to the Olympics is definitively putting yourself in harm's way more so than the other ways that you can be going about this. I'm not suggesting you should be playing pickup with the managers of anything, but there should be a very careful process involved here. And oh, by the way, we should have another conversation on another day about when the time comes, to Stephen A.'s other larger point, that when the time comes that we stop sending NBA players to the Olympics. That's a whole other conversation to have on another day. We have made our point. The point has been made. We needed to make the point that America is where the best basketball is played. We made that point. After we lost in '88 and finished with the bronze, John Thompson team, all the rest of that, we've made that point. We've proved everything there needs to be proved. You don't need to be sending guys in their 30s to go play in the Olympics during the summer.
That's fine for you, but how about for the next kid? Like, how about a kid like Imani Bates? Like, he's in high school right now. He's a sophomore. You don't want him to represent his country?
Send young kids. Send teams that are 24.
Let me say this.
Like that.
You don't think USA basketball is working in alignment with the Nets, with the training staff, to make sure that Kevin, if he, by the way, nobody said that he's definitely going. Said it's option, it's open.
Who is
to look
coaching,
at it.
who is coaching the USA team this year?
Pop.
Who's the assistant? Coach K, right?
No, I don't know that he's involved in that regard anymore. I'd have to look that up.
Listen, Greeny, let me tell you something. I had when I was in 2008, I got an invite to go trial for the Olympic team. I turned it down. Worst mistake of my life, my basketball career. You don't never take situations like this for granted. Getting a chance to go play in the Olympics, people die to get this opportunity. So you don't never take this for granted. And I don't want kids to think that this is not something major, because it is. When you have a chance to go and represent and play basketball at its highest level and represent for your country, you never take this opportunity for granted.
Final word.
I love you to death. I'm sorry.
The only person that could tell Kevin Durant not to play is Joe Tsai. And he's the owner of the Nets. And that would still potentially be an issue.
All right, we will see.
Zion's minutes in this back-to-back ahead.
Listen, the Pelicans are trying to make a playoff push, and they're trying to win games. They need to win games like old people need soft shoes. And I think, and I know. What's wrong, Greeny? Everything all right?
You've got you have an expression for literally everything.
Okay, no, yeah.
But I do like this. You talked to them, and they told you.
Yeah, that he's going to play back-to-backs, but they are going to watch his minutes, around the 30-minute mark, 32 minutes or something like that, which is wise because Coach Gentry has been putting him in position to be successful all year long.
Are you good with that, Jay Will? Because when he came back, we were talking about how they cannot lose sight of the forest for the trees. They have to keep his long-term medical stuff in order, even if it means missing the playoffs.
To think that their medical staff would not be in tune with how he feels on a day-to-day basis and not be measuring that, you would be remiss of yourself, right? So the fact, if Zion feels good enough to play, the medical staff approves, let the young man play. 19 years old, right? You said it before. Let's play some basketball.
We'll see. And we'll see. Again, he's got the first back-to-backs. Then I wanted to get this in because college basketball, Duke won last night. They won big. They beat NC State at Cameron Indoor last night. 88-69 is the final. But after the win, Coach K went on the radio and had a message for fans who've been criticizing his players during their recent losing streak. Listen to this.
When you lose, then we've lost. Oh, the world is going to end. And a lot of pressure is put on. Even social media, it's amazing what people put out. Really, if you're our fans, don't do that. Come on, man. These kids are 18 and 19 years old. I mean, you can question my coaching and what the hell. And then when you do question it, by the way, just come into Cameron and look up in the ceiling, all right? And then find out if you should question that, But don't do anything with our players. Just support them.
Huh?
I'm sorry, what? And that's. I'm sorry, what? Jay Will.
Welcome, rest of the world, to that same fire that I experienced for 3 years.
What do you make of that?
Look, it's first off, he's had a Twitter account for a while. He follows people. He pays attention to what people say on social media. And what he just did right there, he deflected attention away from the kids to him. And I understand that people will always question him, but I like the fact that this Coach K is like, oh, you want to question me? That's great. Question me. Look up in the rafters. That's how you can question me.
Listen, he's never been questioned throughout his whole career. He's facing a little adversity now, and now he want to flex. I don't feel sorry for the dude. I don't feel sorry for him.
Not about that.
I don't feel sorry for him. He's been
him.
favorable in the media coverage all his career, man.
Well, I don't feel sorry for him. But what I am saying is that people always do question him, especially when they lose.
No.
Okay, but you're not in an echo chamber. With all due respect, I'm in this echo chamber of Duke people. And when you see how Duke people respond to when they lost 3 games in a row on the road, people start saying, well, what's wrong with this Coach K? Well, how come he doesn't play this guy? How come he doesn't play that guy? And kids are paying attention to that. I'm just saying he's responding to those people.
This is the first season I ever heard anybody say anything negative about Duke in the media.
Can I say, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. This is the Coach K I want to listen to all the time. And I'm reminded late in this season, or it might have been actually after they got eliminated from the playoffs, Bill Belichick was asked a question in which someone said, the fans have been with you through thick and thin. And his response was, well, there hasn't really been too much thin around here, has there? Mm-hmm. I like hearing the great coaches basically saying, come at me if you want to. Mike Krzyzewski could defend the argument that he's the greatest basketball coach that ever
coached
lived.
the game.
Absolutely.
And this happened last year when they had Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, RJ Barrett. They were the team that they were the favorite to win it. They didn't win it. People were questioning his style. What's wrong with Cam? I'm just trying to tell you, this Coach K is the Coach K I see all the time behind closed doors. I'm glad the rest of the world is getting a chance to witness the smoke.
He doesn't have any
No,
time
no
for
Look
it.
at his face.
No response from Big Perk.
Done with it. You know what, though, Perk? It does remind me a little bit of what Izzo did earlier this year, too, where he came out and said, hey, stop it with all the tweets. Stop being so negative toward these kids. It is a little bit of that, too, which you should be able to relate to.
A lot of colleges going through that. Like, they tweet about every other college, which makes different. Like,
He's not going to get on board.
y'all keep getting
he's
a
not
pass.
He's not on board.
Y'all keep getting a pass.
What do you mean we get a pass?
Y'all get a pass.
What do you mean we get a pass?
Y'all get a pass.
Got 5 chips, 5.
Okay.
I love
Y'all haven't
Coach
won the
K.
ACC since 2006.
5 chips.
Still going.
I love Coach K's response,
Fine.
and I love Kendrick's response. All right, we'll take a short break.